The world is ready for good movies. What I don't want to see is a bunch of movies get made just because Super Mario Bros. Was really successful. Hi, I'm Chris Pratt, and Esquire has asked me to explain a few things. So let's dive right in, shall we? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 unleashes MCU's first F-bomb. That is right. I have the distinguished honor of being the only Marvel Cinematic Universe character to drop an F-bomb. I think a lot of people have been trying for years. I know I certainly have, but one made it into the movie. Oh my gosh, Pedro Pascal.
What are you talking about?
I would have Pedro Pascal play a character for sure. He'd have to be any character he'd want, including Mickey. I'll play Goofy. I'm good at corralling our big rams. That's a tough thing to do. If you're gonna breed sheep, you gotta keep a couple of rams with their nuts on them. Otherwise, you turn them into wethers. But rams gotta have to have their nuts on them, and they're pretty tough. And so they'll try to take you out and bash your knees out, and you know, you can't just be some geek off the streets. You gotta go in there and have a real wrestling pedigree to take one of these big rams down. That's my favorite thing to do. I'll go in there and just wrestle them. Probably Rob. Probably Rolo. Rob Lowe's totally Chris Traeger. He says literally all the time.
Literally. It was literally just a small calzone.
I think we're all pretty similar in a way to our own characters. I think probably Nick Offerman is the one who's the most different than his character. I really enjoyed it. That was actually my favorite part of it. Probably turning it off, like going home and not wanting to clear every room, you know, not that like I feel I'm competent in that regard, but it's just probably annoying to my wife that, or, you know, every time I walk in a room, I'm like, she's like, all right, dude, we're at the steakhouse. Let's not clear the corners here, Jason Bourne. God, I wanna, it's all so private, you know? Legends give you advice that you don't wanna tell anybody because it's private legend. But the stuff that I could share is, you know, if it's not getting done, do it yourself. Recently I saw him filling in some potholes on the street outside of his house, which was pretty legendary. So don't ask for help, just do it yourself. Oh my God, Amanda Nunes. The over-under should be, would she kill me in 30 seconds or less? I think I might be able to escape her for 30 seconds. Maybe Valentina Shevchenko. She would also destroy me. I think the over-under is like a minute. Can I last a minute with Amanda Nunes or Valentina Shevchenko? And the answer is no, I couldn't. Oh my gosh, of all of my characters, I don't want to have dinner with any of them. But if I had to choose one, probably Star-Lord, I guess. Just because he's been to space and he's probably got some cool stories. Yeah, I'd say Star-Lord. Oh my gosh, I know who would have won. Dave. Dave would have won immediately, if not sooner. And no, I do not want to challenge Dave to any other combat sports. I've learned my lesson about sleep aids and not taking them, because when I do, seriously, I feel as though I gain some sort of confidence in myself that is completely unwarranted. Yeah, I'll tell you who was the most competitive was Jack Black, and he's very good. He taught me something, actually, playing Mario Kart that I never really considered, and it's only someone with the wisdom of experience and time behind the wheel, which is when you get in the front, should you find yourself in first place, serpentine. Because you know that those shells are coming. They're gonna be kicking some shells at you to try and knock you off the Rainbow Road. So you get in the front, bob and weave. Well, listen, I've never heard Charlie sing. His folks, I believe, or his mom was a music teacher, something like that. So, and he grew up playing instruments. Nothing, I'm never gonna outdo Jack Black. That dude's got incredible pipes. But I have caught myself singing Peaches around the house nonstop since I first heard it. And I think he could get his whole EGOT with Peaches. He could get a Grammy, he could get an Oscar. Once we bring Mario to Broadway, he'll get a Tony, and his Emmy will be for performing it at the Academy Awards on television. The world is ready for good movies. What I don't want to see is a bunch of movies get made just because Super Mario Bros. Was really successful. I want good movies to be made. Just because it has reach as a title doesn't mean it's gonna be great. For example, Guardians of the Galaxy had almost no reach, and people thought it was gonna suck, but it had a great film maker and an incredible cast and a story that was interesting. So I think Metroid could be really great. It's this very strong female character, true badass, and I loved playing it as a kid, but yeah, it doesn't mean it's gonna necessarily automatically be good, but I think it's got enough reach. I'd also like to see Zelda and made into a movie. That would be pretty cool. We could make a movie out of any of these things with the right filmmaker. Guys, I'm Chris Pratt. I'm Star-Lord, and the movie's out right now, so go check it out.